Greetings, Megan and Sergio. This is Dr. Gomez. This is going to be a real short video. This is showing you how to fill out the Excel template for the Snell's Law lab, and it's pretty straightforward. Well, here's the template right here, and you're just doing the same thing twice. Sheet 1, you're dealing with, in the simulation, what's called Mystery A, and you're going to set medium 1 is going to be water, and then your goal is to determine what the material they call Mystery A is. And what you're going to do is, notice here, this is your angle of incidence. You're going to start, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, up to 90. And then you're going to record the angle of refraction, theta r. You're going to get that from the simulation. And let me go ahead and show you what that is. So here's the simulation right here. And you want to make sure that these boxes here are normal and angles. Make sure that they're checked. And notice here over to the right with the materials, remember for the template, in sheet 1, you want the first medium to be water, which has an index of refraction of 1.333. So you go to the simulation and go here, see air, we want to set it to water. So just go over here and drag it to water. There. And now for the second material, I want it to be what they call Mystery A. So right there, Mystery A. And also here, let's again make sure those boxes here are checked. And you want to make sure that your normal. You want to make sure that your protractor is centered, right on the normal. You just want to adjust your protractor till it's centered right on the normal. Oops. Let me pause for a second. Yeah, so I've got my protractor centered, and then here's how that's your angle of incidence of 0. Then you just drag this and you go to 10. And it's a little bit tedious, but you can do it. There's 10. And notice, in this case, remember, this lighter pink ray, that's your reflected angle. This one here, in the second medium, that's your angle of refraction. So notice, for an angle of incidence of 10, we got an angle of refraction of 5.5. We'll just go to your template. And 5.5. And then these two columns here, I've typed in the formula for you. When you do your graph, you need to be in radians mode. Well, either before or after you fill out this theta r column, either before or after that, you can simply take these two cells, and notice I selected them both. Now, see in the lower right corner, I'm looking at the crosshair. You can just go ahead and copy those down. And as you start entering your theta, as you start populating the theta r column, the graph will begin to update itself. And then, so it's pretty straightforward. So then go to 20. Again, it's a little bit tedious, but if you can do it, if I can do it, you all can do it. Go to 20. Right there. For 20, my angle of refraction is 10.9. Pretty straightforward. So go ahead here, 10.9, and you'll click somewhere. Notice the graph begins to update itself. So that's what you'll do, and then according to the handouts, when you graph sine theta I versus sine theta r, the slope is the slope would be NA over N1. And then knowing that, once you get your slope, add trend line. Once you get the slope, you can get NA. And then look it up using a table of indices of refraction. Once you get NA, look up that value, and I want to know what substance mystery A is. And then for sheet 2, you're doing the same thing, only in sheet 2, you want the first medium to be air. So you go back, you set the first medium to be air. And in the second one, I want mystery B. And then again, start off at 0. Obviously, it's going to give you 0. Then go to 10. Again, it's a little bit tedious, but it's very doable. Oh, I had it. Oh, there we go. There. So for an angle of incidence of 10, my angle of refraction here is 7.1. So you go to your sheet, 7.1. Then go to 20, an angle of incidence of 20, 30, and then again either before or after you get your theta r values, it doesn't matter, either before or after, you just highlight these two cells. When you hover over the lower right, when you see the crosshair, just drag down, and then the graph will begin to create itself. And then once you know your slope, you can get NB. Get the value for NB, then in a table of values, tell me what substance it is. Mystery B is a liquid. I believe it's a type of fuel, so that should narrow it down. But so that I think it's pretty straightforward. So let me go ahead and stop this video and get it posted.